Bangkok, Thailand, July 5, 2017, early morning. Alexander Kayses sits in his luxury apartment, surrounded by Lamborghinis and Porsches worth millions. His laptop is open. He's performing an admin reboot on one of his servers. Suddenly, a knock at the door. No warning, no time to react. Thai police storm in, FBI agents right behind them. Kayses looks at his screen. No encryption. Everything exposed. His entire fortune laid out like a spreadsheet. Accounts in Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Cyprus. Cryptocurrencies worth millions. And there, in the browser tab, logged in as administrator of Alphabi, the world's largest darknet marketplace. 1 week later, he's found hanged in his cell. But that's only half the story. Because while the world reels from Alphabi's fall, the most devious trap in criminal history is running in the background. Hansa Market, the refuge for thousands of fleeing dealers and buyers, has been secretly operated by Dutch police for weeks. Every message intercepted, every address saved. Tens of thousands of unsuspecting criminals delivering themselves straight into custody. This is the story of Operation Bayonet, the largest coordinated darknet takedown of all time. And it begins with a single fatal mistake. December 2014. Alexander Kayses is 23 years old. A tech nerd from Canada with big dreams and an even bigger ego. He's just built something that will change the internet's underworld forever. Alphabi. The name says it all. Alpha, the first, the strongest. Kayses doesn't want to be just another darknet marketplace. He wants to surpass Silk Road, the legendary platform shut down by the FBI in 2013. And he has a plan. Alphabi launches in December 2014 with a vision Kayses publicly articulates. Our goal is to become the largest eBay-style underground marketplace. No restraint, no humility, pure ambition. And it works. Within months, the platform explodes. Drugs, weapons, stolen credit cards, fake passports, malware. Everything illegal finds its way onto Alphabi. Users love it. The interface is sleek. The encryption seems solid. And most importantly, Kayses presents himself as the professional admin who learned from Silk Road's mistakes. Under his pseudonym Alpha02, he becomes a legend in darknet forums. He posts in tech communities, presents himself as a designer, administrator, and proud owner. He brags constantly, and nobody suspects that this will be his downfall. Because while Alphabi grows, Kayses makes one mistake after another. Mistakes that are fatal for a darknet admin. The first, when the platform launches in 2014, the system automatically sends welcome emails to new users. Standard procedure. But Kayses forgets something. In the header of these emails is his personal Hotmail address. pimp_alex_91@hotmail.com. Pimp Alex, 91, his birth year. He uses this email for his LinkedIn profile too, and for his legitimate computer repair business in Canada. His real name, his real face directly linked to Alphabi. But nobody cares. Not yet, because Alphabi grows unstoppably. 2015, 2016, 2017. The platform becomes a monster. 200,000 users, 40,000 vendors, 250,000 listings for illegal drugs, over 100,000 listings for fake IDs, firearms, hacking tools. The revenue, conservatively estimated, $1 billion since 2014. Kayses himself sits on a fortune of at least $18 million. He now lives in Thailand, Bangkok, a paradise for wealthy foreigners who don't want questions asked. Kayses buys luxury cars, Lamborghinis, Porsches, an entire fleet. He buys real estate, a hotel. He posts videos of himself racing through Bangkok in his sports cars. The money flows, and Kayses enjoys letting the world know he's successful. But thousands of miles away in the US and Europe, the hunt begins. Early 2017, in an office at Europol in The Hague, an investigation is running that nobody notices. The target, Hansa Market, the third largest darknet marketplace. Smaller than Alphabi, but growing. And the investigators have a breakthrough. In 2016, IT security provider Bitdefender had given Europol a crucial tip. a lead into Hansa's back-end infrastructure. Dutch police start digging. For months, piece by piece, they work their way forward. They identify the servers in the Netherlands and Lithuania, and they identify the administrators, two Germans, a 31-year-old from near Siegen, the 30-year-old from Cologne. The men operate Hansa from German soil while the servers run in the Netherlands. A classic setup. But Dutch police don't do what you'd expect. They don't arrest the admins immediately. They don't shut down the site. Instead, they plan something far bolder. June 20th, 2017. Dutch police secretly take control of Hansa Market. Completely, they seize the servers. They arrest the two German administrators but keep it secret. And then something incredible happens. They continue operating Hansa under police control. A honeypot, a trap. Police modify the site's source code. They reset security settings. They intercept passwords. PGP encrypted messages. Decrypted. Delivery addresses saved. Every transaction is monitored. Every buyer, every seller delivers themselves up without knowing it. But police wait. They're waiting for the perfect moment, because in parallel, an even bigger operation is running. In the US, the FBI and DEA have been targeting Alphabi for months. The Hotmail address was the first clue. Then they follow the trail. Alexander Cases, LinkedIn, his computer repair business, his move to Thailand, his luxury cars, his public posts in tech forums where he brags as Alpha 02, the same pseudonym he's used since 2008. Investigators build an airtight case. June 1st, 2017. A U.S. arrest warrant is issued. Charges: organized crime, drug trafficking, identity theft, money laundering. The list is long. June 30th, 2017. Thailand issues an arrest warrant at U.S. request. And then they strike. July 5th, 2017, early morning. Bangkok. Alexander Cases sits at his laptop. He's performing an admin reboot on an Alphabi server. A routine intervention, or so he thinks. What Cases doesn't know: the technical error he's fixing was artificially created by investigators. They wanted to force him to log in. At exactly this moment, the door is broken down. Thai police, FBI, Cases has no time to react. His laptop is open. No encryption. Nothing. On the screen, logged in as Alphabi administrator. Next to it, a file. An unencrypted document listing his entire fortune. Accounts in Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Cyprus, Antigua. Cryptocurrencies. Real estate. Everything neatly documented, as if he'd prepared it for police. The officers can hardly believe it. A Darknet admin without encryption, with an open list of all his illegal assets. It's as if he'd left them an instruction manual for his arrest. Simultaneously, Montreal, Canada. Canadian police storm EBX Technologies, Cases company. They seize servers. 2 residential properties in Trois-Rivières are searched. Alphabi's physical infrastructure is destroyed. Cases is taken to the Narcotics Suppression Bureau headquarters in Bangkok. The charges are overwhelming. He faces life imprisonment in the U.S. Extradition is only a matter of time. 1 week later, July 12, 2017, 7 a.m. A guard finds Alexander Cases hanged in his cell. Official ruling: suicide. He leaves no note, only questions. But the world doesn't learn about it yet, because investigators keep everything secret. Alphabi is offline, but nobody knows why. Darknet forums explode with speculation. Exit scam. Servers down. Technical problems? And that's exactly the plan. Because while Alphabi users panic, there's salvation. Hansa Market. The 3rd largest marketplace. Safe, stable, trustworthy. Within days, tens of thousands of users migrate to Hansa. Dealers, buyers, everyone flees there. Transactions on Hansa explode, from 1,000 per day to 8,000. An eighth more users. Everyone believes they're safe. But Hansa has been running under police control since June 20th. Every message is intercepted. Every address saved. Police collect over 10,000 delivery addresses, tens of thousands of unencrypted messages between buyers and sellers, PGP keys, passwords, real names, everything is the perfect trap. And nobody notices. For 4 weeks, Dutch police operate Hansa as a honeypot. For weeks during which criminals deliver themselves up. Then, on July 20th, 2017, investigators strike definitively. July 20th, 2017. Washington, D.C. U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions steps before the press. Beside him, Rob Wainwright, Executive Director of Europol. Cameras are rolling. Today, the Department of Justice announces the takedown of the Darknet marketplace Alphabi. Sessions begins. But that's not all. The bombshell drops. Alphabi destroyed. Hansa Market under police control for a month. Operation Bayonet, the largest coordinated strike against the Darknet in history. The details are devastating. Alexander Cases, dead. His fortune, $18 million, seized. Luxury cars, real estate, cryptocurrencies, all gone. But that's just Alphabi. Hansa is the real shock. Dutch police publish a Darknet page. On it, a list of vendor names, dealer pseudonyms, categories, under investigation, identified, arrested, 15 arrests, dozens more cases already underway. Rob Wainwright of Europol steps to the microphone. The Darknet is not a safe place. We've sent a clear message. We can identify you, we can find you, and we will hold you accountable. More operations like this will follow. Chaos erupts in Darknet forums. Panic, rage, despair. Users realize they've delivered themselves up. Many delete their accounts. Others flee to smaller marketplaces. But trust is destroyed. The numbers are staggering. Over $1 billion in revenue on Alphabi since 2014. 200,000 users. 40,000 vendors. Tens of thousands of addresses in police hands. Andreas Unschfuck, senior prosecutor at Frankfurt's General Prosecutor's Office, gives an interview. Yes, we're increasingly better equipped for Darknet investigations. Platforms that work heavily with encryption, we couldn't have shut them down 3 years ago. But we've learned. Investigators celebrate. FBI Director Andrew McCabe. Alphabi was 10 times larger than Silk Road. The so-called anonymity of the Darknet is an illusion. But one question remains. What really happened in Case's cell? Was it suicide? Or was there more to the story? Thai authorities investigate, but there are no answers. Case's wife is charged with money laundering, her assets seized, her life destroyed, and the 2 German Hansa admins? They sit in pretrial detention. Their names aren't published, but their future is sealed. Operation Bayonet was more than a takedown. It was a turning point. For the first time, investigators showed they can't just shut down Darknet markets. They can take them over, control them, and use them as weapons against users. Hansa's honeypot strategy was brilliant and terrifying because it raised a question. Which other Darknet markets are currently running under police control without anyone knowing? Alexander Case's fall is a warning. A tech genius brought down by arrogance and OPSEC failures. A Hotmail address. An unencrypted laptop. A document with all his wealth. Mistakes a beginner wouldn't make. And he paid with his life. But the story isn't over. New markets emerge. Dream Market. Wall Street Market. Others fill the gap. The Darknet doesn't die. It adapts. But investigators have proven. They're no longer helpless. They're no longer one step behind. They're in the game. And they're playing. What do you think? Was Case's death really suicide? Or did he know too much? Write it in the comments. If you want to learn more about Darknet cases, hacker operations, and cybercrime, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. The next case is even crazier. I promise. Until then, stay safe. And remember, on the internet, nobody is truly anonymous.